And so it begins again for Queens, and both they and their SPL hosts will be delighted to get away from normal business. They've each won just one of their last 11 league games and have found goals very hard to come by. If there was an advert for summer football, this is it this afternoon. I think the phrase is dinging it down. Decides instead to cut inside. Barrett, oh, there was a jersey pull there, and the referee is given the penalty. Well, Charlie Richmond didn't have to think twice. He went straight for the spot there, and it looks as though it's going to be a yellow card as well. Well, Charlie Richmond took one look at it. Graham Barrett's jersey was certainly tugged back there. But that's a real blow for Queen of the South early on. Craig Barr had a handful of Graham Barrett's jersey, and that means Falkirk have the chance to go in front. So it's going to be Arfield then, up against Lee Robinson. Arfield, 1-0 Falkirk! Expertly done by Scott Arfield. One of Scottish football's shining lights, and he's given Falkirk the lead against Queens here in the cup tie. Well, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way as well, Scott Arfield, as he finds the net. And that may just give Falkirk the boost in confidence they need. That was going straight to Lee Bullen, but Tosh did well to get it to Keane. Tosh has it back now as support. Wilson goes ahead of him. Keane to the right. It goes to Stuart Keane. Keane with a chance for Queens perhaps. Dinks it across. It's now with Barry Wilson. Wilson forced back the way to McQuilkin. Bends it in, it's worth a try. Keeper thought about coming for it, changed his mind. Tosh lays it back, it's thumped into the net, deflected it! And it's Barry Wilson! And just a few minutes after going behind, Queen of the South are level! And the Doonhamers are delighted again. They just know how to do it in this competition. And with the aid of a deflection, Barry Wilson, who scored in his debut for Queens last weekend, scores this weekend in the Cup. And in truth, it was all about the deflection, because that was not going in. Stuart Keane goes down, the referee gives the free kick, and this is in a wonderful position early in the second half for Queen of the South. Real opportunity here. It was Stuart Keane just sort of backing his way into the skipper, Darren Barr. It's good forward play from Stuart Keane. Well, a real moment for Queen of the South at the start of the second half. Robert Olejnik just arranging his wall. The referee making sure it's back the full distance. And Bob Harris scored a wonderful free kick against North Shellen in the UEFA Cup in the Fareham Park back in August. Can he repeat that? Tosh touches it to Harris. Oh, he can! Absolutely magnificent from Bob Harris. What a strike! Olejnik got the touch to it, but couldn't keep it out. The Doonhamers in dreamland again. Well, that was a fantastic strike from Robert Harris. Tosh with the touch. Then it was swerving away from Olejnik, and the Austrian had no hope. That left peg of Bob Harris once again pays dividends for Queen of the South, who now lead, having been one down. Well, a simply sublime finish from Robert Harris. Queens turn this game on its head, and now they've asked the question of Falkirk. Ideal start to the second half for Queen of the South. It's McCann. It's away from McLaughlin, it's a flick on, comes right through, Arfield 2-2! Immediate retaliation from Falkirk, from one end to the other. They've levelled things, and it's a wonderful strike from Arfield. He gave them the lead from the penalty spot in the first half. Shades of last season's Scottish Cup semi, when Queens and Aberdeen fought it out. Falkirk have levelled things, and that must have been about 30 seconds. McCann got away from Jerry McLaughlin, the ball came in, slightest little flick, there was Arfield, what a strike! Slides it across, Bullen to Arfield, and then McCann. McCann's ball in's a good one. It's Barr, brilliant save, but it's turned into the net, and it's Graham Barrett with a goal. Well, Lee Robinson did his best to try to keep that one out there, but Graham Barrett, like all good strikers, was there to turn it into the net and pounce and put Falkirk 3-2 up. Well, they led in the first half, they saw that lead evaporate, then they went behind 2-1. They're now back in front, and it's Graham Barrett. Well, it's a good strike from him. Just his third goal of the season. Once again, the ball's lost to the conditions as McLaughlin loses out. This is a real chance for Falkirk to finish it, and Barrett does. And surely that will be enough to send Falkirk into the 5th round of the homecoming Scottish Cup. Graham Barrett's second, and Queen of the South Scottish Cup journey is going to be cut short this season. It was so simple. Played across, there was Barrett to just tap it into the net. He won't get an easier chance all season. It's taken short to McFarlane. High into the area from Dobie, and that's headed well wide by Lancaster. The goalkeeper was up as well, Lee Robinson. As the final whistle goes here at the Falkirk Stadium, Falkirk are through to the homecoming Scottish Cup 5th round. A 4-2 win over last season's runner-up. Arfield with a double. Barrett with a double as well for the Bairns. A double-double. And Falkirk go through, despite the fact Queens pegged them back and took the lead at 2-1 at one point, thanks to goals from Barry Wilson and Bob Harris. But it is Falkirk who will go through to the next round of the homecoming Scottish Cup. It finished Falkirk 4, Queen of the South 2. John, firstly, how happy are you to be in the next round?
Yeah, obviously delighted. That's what it was all about before the game, getting in the hat. And all credit to the boys. We made it difficult for ourselves, but they showed a bit of character in the second half to come back and win the game.
All the boys are absolutely delighted. We've been in a bit of a bad run in recent, so it was just delightful to get the right result today.
How difficult was it to play in that wind and rain?
It was very hard because sometimes you couldn't even see the ball. Like the ball was going all out. When the ball was up in the air, it was all around the place, and the ball was coming into you because the rain and the wind was so hard. It was blowing in your face, and sometimes when the ball was coming in.